Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We have a 3v3 for you here at Iliadon. This one's been sent in to us by Eric, and as always, let us go over the players in the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, starting off with the defenders, we have Eric playing as Egypt, Billy T. Sherm playing as Nervii. We get to see them again, which is nice. And Ivysaur playing as Parthia. Oboyanda here attacking. Oh, Rome, what are you doing? Attacking here, we have as our Verney, Jesus lover. Playing as Epirus, we have Tilted Sum 74012, and then playing as Rome, we have Leon. I think that's how Lyon, right? That's Leon. I think that's how you say it. Playing as Rome. So let us. I see some split forces over here. Let's see how this plays out. We'll start with Rome, work our way around, then we'll get into the defenders as well. So way over here, we have on these two towers some Hastati all by themselves. Although we have to assume there's a battering ram here. We have to assume that there is something else in here. Who knows? This might be bait to trick somebody else to come out here. But I mean, this is not exactly the best place to go. I mean, if they're coming over here, that's one thing. But if you're going to move the towers up into here, you'd be in for a world of hurt. Not only with the arrow towers here, but of course, great angles for the defending ranged units. Anyway, the rest of Rome, at least from what we can see, there are some 1, 2, 3 more Hastati. So that's 5 in total that we can say. 2 Vigiles, and then we have a giant ballista right here out in the open, which I would imagine will not be along for too much, or won't be around for too much longer. Our Verney has some chosen swordsmen up here. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 Celtic warriors that we can see. We also have a scorpion. Interesting. Okay. I feel like usually you only see them on defense. But if you can get the Scorpion in here without it actually getting destroyed before that, it could prove to be pretty devastating, especially in the this part right here, if you can get some good shots off. And then Epirus is bringing, what do we got here? At least we can see all of Epirus. We have Royal Peltists, 2 units of Thorio spears over here, and then mercenary Italian swords, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 Illyrian levies. We've got a big old ballista boy right there. 3 Samnites up front, and then in the back we have 1 Rhodian slinger, and then 3 Cretans, and that is it. Maybe there might be something else in here. But yeah, all right, defenders, what do we got going on over here? We'll start with Nervii. Nervii is bringing, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Celtic warriors that we can see. And then we have a unit of Levy Freeman there. We also have 1, 2, 3 fierce swords, 4 units of Gallic hunters, and then 1, 2, and 2 Oathsworn, and then 1 noble horse. That makes up all of Nervii. Parthia is bringing, what we got here? We got 2 mercenary Sarmatian lancers. And then over here, Parthian swordsmen, Persian hoplites, 2 units of those. Another Persian, Parthian. I was about to say Persian swordsmen. That's not correct. Parthian foot archers, 2 of those. Actually, these guys are pretty good, aren't they? Their armor isn't so great, but they actually get the best of both worlds when it comes to range and missile damage. And then they have precision shot, which also boosts the missile damage for a time. It's actually, they're despite their crappy armor, that's a solid archer unit there, especially if you can keep them protected. 3 units of Hillmen up front and center, waiting to get absolutely wrecked, I would imagine. Some more Persian hoplites, more Parthian foot archers, 3 more Parthian swords, and that is it. And then Egypt is bringing back here. We have some Royal Peltis, Galatian Royal Guard, one of my favorite units. Very, very scary. 2 units of Cretans over here. And then Nubian and Nubian, not bad. We have Levi Thurio spears, a little cost-effective, cost-saving measure there. 3, 4 Levi Thurio spear. We have some Galatian swordsmen, looks like up front. And then what else do we have? Some more Galatian swords. Can't really go wrong with Galatian swords. They're good. For their price point, they are a solid unit for sure. And then over here, pikes. Yes, 2 pikemen. Parthia is bringing a Royal Cataphract General as well. I should point that out. And then over here, we have 2 units of light cav. So, Parthia and Egypt are going to have a little bit of a trek over here. Who knows? Maybe they'll switch sides and decide to go over here and harass Rome. But I'm willing to bet that possibly they'll stay over here and give Epirus a bit of a hard time. So, 32 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. Let's get this underway. I was about to say 32 seconds and 52 seconds on the clock. All right, so what are they doing over here? Are they sallying out yet? No, not yet. Waiting, patiently waiting. And there go the shots out against Rome's ballista. Unfortunately, ooh, nice thread there. Not only hitting this one, but ricocheting off and possibly striking this ballista as well. Epirus is shifting a little bit. I guess he's going to... Oof, yeah, they are going to lose this pretty quickly. Oh, nice big rip through the Samnites there. Losing 6 men. Rome is quickly losing his ballista, unfortunately. Hard lessons to learn. Are they firing? No, they're not firing. I don't even think they have the range, honestly. And there we go. Rome's ballista is gone. No more. But the artillery crew is actually the ones who carry the ammo, which to me personally doesn't really make any sense. So they can go... actually, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost positive that it's them that they carry the ammo. So hypothetically, if Epirus manages to hold on to his ballista and he uses up all of his ammo, Rome can move his units over here, mount the ballista after Epirus is done, and then continue to fire. But yeah, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. If it's the artillery that actually holds the ammunition, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I'll tell you what, though, one thing that I wish that each ammunition type was different, meaning that for those of you who have played Medieval 2, or hell, even I think in the original Rome, but we'll stick with the Medieval 2 concept there. You had regular shot, fire shot, and then you could fling dead and diseased cows as a poison shot type of deal. But each of those separate ammos had their own ammo bar, so to speak. Parthia has sallied out. Still hidden, probably even hidden when they sallied out. So he might swing around wide. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But you could switch between those 3 ammo types, and you would have that ammo. Oh, it is just... these 2 guys here. I mean, he's trying to pull some sneaky stuff, but honestly, I mean, the Royal Peltis and the Galatian Royal Guard will chew through these Hastati in a matter of moments. So, wisely, though, going over here, not trying to snake through this little death trap here. So, good on you, Rome, for making the wise and correct choice. You can start to see some of his archers here. We have 2 Balearic Slingers. Oh, okay. Our Verney coming over here to back up his Roman ally. Chosen swordsman on the ram. They're going to start moving up eventually, I would imagine. Even still, though, I think this is doomed to fail. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, so you could. Oh, Empress has lost 2. Man, nice shooting there from Nervii. Just absolutely threading the needle through the siege towers here and managing to get the shots off that he needs to in order to get rid of some of these ballista. But I would imagine they're going to be out of ammo sooner rather than later. I mean, even they might be out of ammo here. Yeah, Parthia is out of ammo. That is unfortunate. And Egypt still has some of, though, it looks like. So he could definitely... possibly waiting for them to get closer just so we could absolutely shotgun Roman troops into Tartarus. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But yeah, that's something that I would like to see come back, is different ammo types having their own ammunition instead of it being quote-unquote shared. So, Balearic Slingers on attack. Slingers on attack aren't necessarily, at least in my opinion, aren't always the way to go, unless it's a map like Thessaloniki, where both sides of the map are divided, and you know, and that you have that big hill that you can fire down with your archers. That's definitely worth it. But firing up and over a wall, I mean, maybe not so much a barbarian settlement, but especially a Hellenic and Italian one. Yeah, the Slinger's projectiles don't really go over, which is unfortunate. And then it ends up kind of being a waste. Arverni has landed here, and did he just land and dismount? Did you see that? they like ran back in. They're like, no, we don't want to do this. We've changed our mind. Please, don't make us. Big shots coming in from Epirus. Looks like he's just trying to get some of these units here, trying to soften them up a little bit so that his allies will have a little bit of a better time. So far... Ooh, where did Parthia go? Where did Parthia go? Oh, way over here. Really staying hidden, moving through the trees. So let's see what happens. My other gripe too here is, and I'm going to slow this down just for a second so I can talk about this. I know that the ground does play a kind of a deciding factor in whether or not you can see units. I mean, as a matter of fact, we actually saw that in the Battle at the Monolith video, where Nervii was pushing up a hill. Was it Nervii or was it Tylus? I think it was Tylus. And Nervii lost sight of him because they were at the crest. Nervii was right at the top, maybe a little bit behind the top. Let's say, I know this is a terrible hill to choose because it's not actually hilly, but they were like about right here, and then Tylus was down here and was actually in a blind spot. Now one of my gripes is that sometimes when you come out of tree lines, and even though there are trees here, like let's say if Parthia's Cav came out over here, right, I would imagine that they'll get spotted. I don't think that should work. Maybe they won't, because this is a little bit of a decline in the hill here. But there's still trees here. There's a thicket of trees right here. They shouldn't be spotted. I'm willing to bet that they will be, though. That's a small little gripe that I have. I wish that tree cover actually provided you more cover than what it actually does. Even when you're in open field and there are trees in front of you, I just think that, you know, it obscures your vision. I mean, come on, let's look over here. From their point of view, they're looking up a hill somewhat through trees. You shouldn't be able to see these guys. I'm going to keep an eye on the battle over here. I see someone's routing already. It must be the Illyrian levies, I would imagine. Yeah, they are getting swarmed. I'm not surprised that they're not doing too good. They are levies, after all. First men in. Unfortunately, they had to deal with Celtic warriors, who are a particularly nasty bunch. There you go. See, they are still hidden because they are on the slope downwards. There are some trees over here. I don't know if that actually plays a factor or not. If it doesn't, in my opinion, it definitely should. But now, yeah, now they're spotted. Now, I don't think that they should have been spotted back here. I still think that this tree line and this tree line here should have kept them hidden still. But they're moving forward ferociously. Probably going to go and take out this ballista. It's still firing. Definitely going to go after the range units. They're kind of left out in the wind over here. At least probably going to try and get these 2 units of Cretans here. However, we do have a mercenary Italian cavalry here. But I would imagine, well, they are melee cav, and this is only shot cav. So initially they'll get the charge off, and they'll be winning initially, but then the melee cav will have the upper hand. Sand Knights moving forward at a brisk pace. They're going to get up on the walls here and probably give the Celtic Warriors a bit more of a difficult time, especially since they're going to be a little chipped down. They've already lost 9 guys in this unit, 9 in that one, and 8 in this unit. They are still fresh, but by the time I think that the Sand Knights get up and over here, they'll probably be a little bit more tired. Tired. They're going to be more tired. Epirus is now firing at the walls over here, at least trying to knock them down. But unfortunately, Parthia has come in, charged right in behind them, and is going to get these guys out of here quickly, without a doubt. Parthia moving forward swiftly, going to go after the Gallic hunters from Arverni who have been left wide open here. Looks like Thurio Spears. No, not even Thurio Spears are moving over, and it does not appear he is 2-unit light horse. Light horse, he does. If 2-unit light horse, he could send them over here, and they'd probably get a nice little charge off. Dismounting the mercenary Italian swords, they're going to try and come over here and stop this unit of Parthian or mercenary Sarmatian lancers, but they just skirted by. Some of the Sarmatian Lancers did get caught, but that doesn't really matter because, boom, big old charge right into the Gallic Hunters, and they're going to start incurring some heavy losses pretty rapidly. Rome, in the meantime, has actually made their way over here. Hastati is not doing too hot. Royal Peltists are taking them on. They are about to get rear charged, though. Oh, no, they're not. I lied. But the Hastati are about to get rear charged. Oh no, bro. These guys are done for. It was worth a shot. It was a gamble. But unfortunately, Egypt was over here with these 2 units, and they are heavy hitters for sure, and Hastati will not be able to stand up to them. Triarii, or Vigiles rather, have made their way up in here. Galatian swordsmen on the walls to meet them. Levi Thurio Spears in the back to capture whoever filters through the line of Galatian swords here. Ooh, Sarmatian Lancers getting routed at the moment. They might come back, though. 118 kills, not too bad. Where's the other unit of Sarmatian Lancers? Getting beat up by the Italian Cav. They're down to 35 men, 35 kills. And, yeah, at this point, it's just, I guess, try and do as much damage as you can. Meanwhile, though, Rome is not doing too hot. Hastati are doing all right against the 2 units of Levi Thurio Spear here. Honestly, these guys should be popped into square. They would last a little bit longer, but now this depleted unit of Galatian swordsmen is going to have the opportunity to slip on by if he so chooses, and boom, right into the back. Because that is a nice little gap there. Perfect size for this 51-man unit to slip on through and smash. Celtic Warriors not doing too good against the Galatian swordsmen at the moment. Down to 105 men. 112 kills, though, so they are doing pretty good, putting up some numbers. And here we go. Oathsworn General, another unit of Oathsworn moving forward. What has been popped? Raised banner? Really? They're not even close enough. Here we go. What do we got? Legionnaires. Triarii. Would not have brought Triarii. Yeah, Roman spears on attack are not what I would do, personally. That's just me. Arverni, though, moving up slowly but surely, and unfortunately taking casualties along the way. Parthia has brought over one of his Parthian swordsmen over here to meet them. Fun thing that I like to do, even though I haven't played an online battle and I don't know how long, don't judge me, is, and I'm sure that you have seen it before, as the battering ram is moving forward, it is always fun to charge out, attack the crew that's moving the battering ram, have them dismount, and then immediately retreat back in, and then just keep doing that as they continue to get back on there. So 3 units of Balearics. Wow, he brought 3 Balearics, huh? I would have brought the Syrians. Definitely would have been a little bit better. We do have a general bodyguard here. Double bronze chevron. I would not have put my money in that, but that is just me. Meanwhile, over here, Epirus is doing okay. They haven't... Now there's... Okay, Sand Knights are moving up now. Looks like they took a breather, possibly. Yeah, I think they did, actually. So now they are fresh, but if... never mind. Celtic Warriors are winded. This one's fresh. This unit is fresh. This unit's winded. This Celtic Warrior over here is not doing too hot. They are losing down to 85 men. 159 kills, though. Italian Swords taking on some Persian Hoplites and the Celtic Warriors. So they are doing okay for themselves at the moment. But I would imagine that might change sooner rather than later. Persian Hoplites holding off another unit of Italian Swords. Meanwhile, 2 units of Thurio Spears are hanging back. Actually, one is now moving forward. And I would imagine they're going to make their way up sooner rather than later. Celtic Warriors here. Guys, what's going on? They're just like, we've given up. We don't want to do anything. We're just going to stand here and mope. Oh, brother. Persian Hoplites, though, doing all right. Hanging on. Taking on some Chosen Swords. I mean, that's a scary unit to deal with. Ooh, but they are getting shot by the Thurio Spears. Well played by Epirus. Supporting his Arverni ally, firing right into the back of these Persian Hoplites, down to 101 men. Meanwhile, over here, please don't dismount. I hope he's not going to do that. No, he's just riding around and popping buffs. Honestly, not a bad move. You can't get into the settlement just yet. You absolutely have to capture a gate, which I don't believe that they're going to do. Which is why, especially for Iliadon. Bringing Cav, I feel, unless you're dead set on knocking down a section of the wall and you actually get it off before your artillery's taken out by wall artillery. Ooh, light Cav from Egypt. Sarmatian Lancers, 123 kills, getting into the mix over here. They're managing to actually get into the Cretans and do some serious damage. Down to 108, 109, 107. Italian Cav down to 67 men, 87 kills. Royal Peltis wasting jabbies on the light cav. Honestly, I would not have been doing that. The Italian cav here should be able to take these guys on and get them out of here. So, yeah, I would have not allowed my general to toss his javelins, because you will need those later. It looks like his other light cav is gone. Totally forget what I was talking about now. Oh, making breaches. Iliadon's a tough one, because if you can't make a breach... then you're not going to get your cav in. And, I mean, 9 times out of 10, everyone attacks this stretch of wall. So, Rome is a great faction to bring if you can use them effectively. But for Iliadon, I don't think I would bring them, because too much relies on you to capture a gate at some point to get your general inside. And there's no guarantee that you're going to make it past this point right here. So if Iliadon is on the table for the map that you're going to play, avoid Cav only general factions. So that would be Carthage, Rome, obviously Royal Scythia, and what's the other only horse faction? I forget. Scorpion firing, up to 65 kills. He did get some shots off, so that's pretty good. Oh no, Slingers over here are just having an absolute terrible time. Nubian Bowmen, however, are having a field day. 141 kills so far for them. Yeah, this is why you don't bring Slingers on attack. Unless you can't help it, of course. Oathsworn General has made their way in, down, lost 10 men so far, 0 kills, so that's not terrific and or ideal. Levy Thurio Spears here, tossing their javies. Looks like possibly after either the General or going after the Oathsworn General here. Galatian Swordsman take on an Oathsworn. Obviously that is going to go the Oathsworn's way. Quickly going to get these guys out of here as fast as he possibly can. Look at this. Didn't even... Actually, no, they did manage to break down the gate, but unfortunately, yeah, they're gone. Only 1 kill. Wow. Parthian Swordsman, however, got 47. Well done there. Yeah, Archer's just doing Archer things, right? pathfinding in this game is ridiculous sometimes, but I feel like slingers and archers just like take the pathfinding and how bad it is and like dial it up to 10 and just every single time. Slingers in particular, it always is slingers that are just doing the absolute most batshit crazy stuff that you did not ask them to do. All right, how's it going on over here? So far, Nervii has been pretty successful in holding back Everest's Sam Knight Warriors, which is surprising. I mean, their Sam Knights did pretty good, 173, 74, 124. Celtic Warriors are routing, but they have 224 kills, so well done there. Levy Freeman up to 20, well, up to 30 now. But Nervii is doing a hell of a job of holding back these guys. Parthia is as well, to be honest. Parthian Swordsman doing a hell of a job against the Sam Knight Warriors, getting a lot of assistance from the Gallic Hunters, from Nervii, and I would imagine some of the Parthian Foot Archers as well. But they're just set up in a good spot. I mean, even though it is the shield arm, the way that Epirus has his units set up, their backs are just completely to Nervii and Parthia's archers. So they're just going to get absolutely slaughtered. But look at this. Parthian Swordsman coming around, probably going to get a nice little rear charge off. Or going to move over here and help his, I was about to say Arverni, Nervii ally. Nope, going to charge right into the back of these Thurio Spears. Get him out of here. 70 kills, down just 121 men. Yep, and Epirus has abandoned this flank completely, which is now is going to allow Nervii to free up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, that's, yeah, 4 units. 4 fresh units have now been freed up. Not to mention his 2 Oathsworn here, because Epirus is now shifting completely. Not a terrible idea, not a great idea. It's just an idea. Sometimes you have to. I mean, it seems like the defense over here is at its weakest a little bit. So I would imagine they're going to try and push as much as they can over here to try and break through and possibly wrap their way around and hit back here. Who's moving forward? Ooh, Pike. Okay, Pike's coming forward. Well, I mean, Rome doesn't really have any... Well, he does have some range units left, and so does Epirus. We have to also assume that Arverni does as well. Here's the other thing, too, about Iliadon and having to absolutely control the gates. Ooh. Chasing them down, going after these Nubian bowmen. 164 kills. They may have been out of ammo. Legionaries, however, 204 kills, not too bad. Down to 93 men so far. Sour Tower is still going to continue to fire at these guys. This I don't understand. They're not even in here. So I don't know why this is being captured. But now it's going to get captured. So yeah, again, going back to having cav units on Iliadon, same thing goes for having a Scorpion or a Ballista, a movable Ballista. But honestly, having a movable Ballista might be a better option than a Scorpion, because, I mean, if you can hide it well, or keep it protected with siege towers after the defenders have used all their ammo from their wall artillery, you could just scoot that movable Ballista or Onager right up to the walls and just blast away and not have to worry about actually missing any shots. But now with the Scorpion, it's going to be stuck on the outside. Along with 1, 2, 3, 4 units of cavalry. Rome's coming around. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he thinks he's going to get his legionaries over here to... But, I mean, they have a lot more that they have to get through to capture that gate. I mean, if that's the gate that you're going for, or that you're... I should say that you're hope... Oh, what do we got? 2 Praetorians. Both single bronze chevron. All right, that's a little scary. Admittedly. Aha! Light Cav strikes again, getting rid of the Roman giant ballista crew here. No one else is really paying attention, which is the perfect time. Not even Epirus. This is what I'd be going after right here. Absolutely. I would just swing super wide around and smash into these guys to get rid of them. I mean, these guys aren't... Oh, he does have Syrians. Okay. Alright, you do have Syrians. But here we go. Well, he's going to get into the Scorpion crew, actually, so that's good. Big charge in the Scorpion crew. Also got charged into the Spear Warriors, though. They're going to be able to get rid of these guys relatively quickly. Epirus is now on the inside. Nervi's moving forward with some of his fierce swords. What do we got going on here? And Levy Freeman and Celtic Warriors taking on the Thurio Spears over here. Doing a hell of a job. I mean, they're still holding on. 88, 89 kills. 80 for this unit here. Alright, let's, Did I just hear someone say we get a good price for your sister? Is that what I just heard? There, look at this. Come on, look at that! I gotta make sure that you can actually see them, though. That's the problem. How can I make sure that you can see them? Maybe I should do it this way, huh? No, you can't even see them that way. Bummer. That's okay. No. Sorry, I know I'm getting wonky with the camera here. These guys have been turned into porcupines. I think this. Definitely got to get the burning buildings in the back. Actually, this. This is it right here. Okay. Back to it. Sorry. So, Triarii are in square formation. Honestly, that's... Roman spears are not particularly my favorite. I don't think that they are great. But Triarii in square formation do last quite a while. I will admit that. They are a hardy bunch. So they'll hold for a little bit. What just happened there? Are they ice skating? Do you see this? They are, aren't they? Is it because they're in square? And on a hill? That was strange. So they'll be able to hold on for a little while. I mean, not obviously for the longest amount of time. And they're going up against some fierce swords who have had, what is that? I think they have Frenzy Charge. Oh no, Shield Wall, okay. So yeah. They'll last a little bit, but not very long. I mean, spears are spears. I feel like in Vanilla Rome, spears just get shafted, no pun intended, you know, because they have a spear and spear's a shaft. I feel like they get shafted as far as their effectiveness, when in reality, they should work a lot better than what they do, especially hoplites. And it's a shame that they don't. But yeah, I mean, but I guess that's what we have mods for. I mean, look at DEI. The hoplites in DEI are just absolute tanks. But Praetorians have been sent in to back up the Triarii. Honestly, he should pull the Triarii out and let the Praetorians deal with the fierce swords here. I think that would be the best option. Galatian Royal Guards moving forward now to meet the Praetorians here. Ooh! Look at that. I don't know if that was intentional or not. 91 men, that might have been intentional, but look at that. Nervi's falling back. Perfect timing, letting the Galatian Royal Guard get in there. They are fresh and ready to go. crashing against the Triarii. Rome's pulling back. Good move on Rome to pulling back his Praetorian guards there. Headhunt has been popped. Melee attack is now 60. What did he choose for? You know, he's down to 104 men, so this Hastati gave him a little bit of trouble. What do you pick? Yeah, Battle Rhythm and Second Wind. Pikes are over here. Hanging out. Oh, I guess, yeah, they have to, because this is now broken, so they could get the cav in here. If they really wanted to, they could. But I don't think that they're going to. I think they're too... I think the attackers are too hyper-focused on what is going on over here. And honestly, in order to even get the cav and the artillery, the Scorpion in here, they need to push this back. They have to. But not only do they need to push this defensive line back this way, because that is the only way that I think that it would actually go. They need to take care of Nervii over here and Parthia, who is barreling forward at full speed with several units that are pretty fresh and at almost full strength. Smashing right into these Royal Peltists here, who've been taking on the Celtic Warriors. They have 58 kills, down to 59 men. Royal Peltist General tossing his jabbies, but it looks like he's out. And yeah, these Royal Peltists are starting to lose now. I mean, 3 units of Persian Hoplites just smashed into them. They are getting supported by the Celtic Warriors, who unfortunately are wavering, but sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, it's starting to go their way. But there we go. Parthian Swordsman moving on in. Epirus is actually now sending in his Royal Peltist General. I mean, Arverni still has... I mean, he could get his archers in here. Or his archer. Unless he has 3 more still. But these 2 units of spears he should at least get in. Unless, of course, he's afraid that... Did he not get rid of these guys? Really? How many are left? Only 11. I don't know if that's enough to man anything. But yeah. You should at least get these 2 spear units in there. Have some more skin in the game, so to speak. Arverni's is pretty much spent. I mean, Rome is too. Now, at this point, it seems like what's going to be going on is... I mean, there's 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in this one. Is the defenders are now going to push this flank right here as hard as they possibly can, while holding Rome where they're at. So once Epirus and Arverni crumble here, Parthia and Nervii are going to have open season to push around and charge into the back of Rome here. And that is definitely 100% what is going to be happening. Syrian archers over here taking some shots. They're moving forward. I would imagine that they are going to start firing at... Actually, no, he doesn't know the pikes are there. The pikes are hidden. So maybe he's going to... I don't know why... What do we have here? Another unit of Praetorians. Yeah, they just realized. I think that the gates are open. Unfortunately, they're going to run face first in the pikemen. Now, pikes against cav. Obviously, that is a one-sided fight. Pikes against Praetorians, however, these are just regular pikemen. It's not Hellenic Royal Guard. So, yeah. They're going to have a tough time. The pikes, that is. Against the Praetorians. And the pikes have been spotted. So they're no longer hidden. They are taking fire from the Syrian archers. Oh, no. Are they actually getting... They're not getting shot. They're too close. And that's not his fault, because he didn't see them, because they were hidden. But now they are so close that they're hitting the walls of the settlement. What are you doing? Not only are you gonna... Am I... Like, at least... He could have at least waited to send in the Legionnaires. I wouldn't be surprised if he had died in that. But yeah, now hot oil is just going to be dumped on you. You charge right into pikes. A tale as old as time. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, Epirus is doing what they can. Arverni has finally got his other units of pikes. Spears in here. This Oathsworn unit's just kind of hanging out, not really doing much of anything. I mean, they're firing into the back of this Nerviai's Oathsworn, but he should just charge them right on in. Like, I understand, but yeah, see, the general's getting shredded over here. Only 85 kills. They're up to 86. Epirus' general is doing pretty good against 2 units of Parthian swordsmen, but we now have an Oathsworn charging right on in. Royal Cataphracts barreling down the field. They're going to try and find something to go after. Maybe the Oathsworn. I wouldn't be surprised. Rome over here has been completely defeated. And now the Royal Peltis General is going to charge Levy Freeman. Definitely probably the smarter unit to go after since they are exhausted. Galatian Royal Guard up to 286 kills. Not bad. Starting to see some mass wavering here from Arverni and the rest of the troops that were attacking. And a minute left, and that's going to be it. Looks like it's just this Roman, the Praetorian. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the Praetorians are the last ones hanging on, clinging to dear life. Oh, no. The poor fierce swords were getting absolutely dumped on. But there they go. They're starting to waver. I would not be surprised if they broke just from this little charge here. Frenzy has been popped. That significantly, there we go, I said it right, bumps up their charge bonus up to 57. Base value is 37. So it bumps it up to 20, which is pretty, or bumps it up 20, I should say, which is pretty impressive. Praetorians are winning over here, but I mean, the morale is pretty well in shot. Nerviai's bringing back in these fierce swords. Swords? Praetorians are pushing forward, and I would imagine that the minute that they hit the hot oil and start to lose a significant amount of men, that they are going to be gone. Oh my god. Just look at the number drop. There they go. Jeez Louise. Pain. Absolute pain. Alright. Eric getting 2,522 kills. Getting the most out of everybody here, actually. 376 for his... Jeez. For his Royal Peltis General. Amazing. 33 and 148 for the Light Cav. 91, 138, 165, and 52 for the Archers. Well done there. 353 for the Galatian Royal Guard. And look how many were left. They were still ready to rumble. Galatian Swordsman, 199, 183, 286, 106, and 48. Nice. 69 for the 101, 122, and 20 for the Levy Thurio Spears. Honestly, 101 and 122 for Levy Thurio Spears, those are numbers that I would expect from just regular Thurio Spears. But to see that on Levies, whew, that is impressive. 32 for the Pikes and 0 for the other unit of Pikes. They kind of just got to hang back and watch everything happen. Billy T. Sherm getting 1,607 kills. 0 for his general. Archers here, 67, 21, 37, and 70. They had so much ammo left. So much that they could have easily just, I mean, if they had to fall back, they would have been fine. Celtic Warriors, 230, 187, 137, 25, 140, 64, 60. Fierce Swords, 81, 123, 2. Levy Freeman, 107. Not bad with that unit there. And then 185 and 71 for the Oathsworn. Alendia Sil getting 2,362 kills, 113 for his general. Archers getting 120, 179, 152, and 165. 95, 8, 97, and 36 for the Hillman. Not too bad, though, with these two units. They did pretty good. Parthian Swordsman, 135, 36, 76, 131, 319, awesome, and 226, well done. I know these units get shit on a lot by... I feel like everyone thinks that the Parthian Swordsmen are kind of crap. And, like, they're not great, but it's one of those units that needs to be supported, I feel, for it to actually be really effective. Same with the Nabatean Noble Swordsmen, I think it is, right? They're not great. They're not great on their own, especially because they don't get jabbies. But they do have the Inspire ability. So if you pair them with, you know, another unit, that could definitely work out in the long run. which I've done. Nabatea is one of my favorite factions, and it definitely absolutely works. Especially if you pair them with the Nabatean Axe Warriors. They are vicious, and buffing them with Inspire, forget it. Persian Hoplites, 136, 85, 36, and 49, and the Sarmatian Lancers, 133 and 43. Jesus Lover getting 1,605 kills, 85 for General, 66 for the Scorpions, really unfortunate, 29, 30, and 0 for the Light Horse, 36, 1, 144, and 137 for the Gallic Hunters, Celtic Warriors, 27, 122, 123, Chosen Swords, 195, 178, 0, and 224, 9 for the Levy Freeman, 164 for the Oathsworn, and then 34 for the Levy Freeman, or Spear Wall, rather. Title sum 74012, 1,948 kills, 206 for General, well done there, 16 for the Ballista, 93 for the Italian Cav, 64, 9, 65, and 178 for the Slingers. Not bad. I think he managed to get his ranged units in there, so Slingers had a field day, so that was good. Illyrian Levy's not doing too hot, no surprise. 39, 37, and 20. Italian Swords, 141, 80, or no, that's 56 rather, 57. Sam Knights, 198, 153, and 152. They did well, but unfortunately they got swarmed, and we're getting shot at too at the same time. 261 for the other Royal Peltis, and then 124 and 79 for the Thurio Spears. And then Lion, 1,136 kills, 0 for his General, unfortunately. Bravely, once more into the breach, and then you die. 13 for the Ballista, 24, 40, 9, and then 10 for the ranged units. 93 and 15 for the Praetorians, 72 and 100 for the Triarii, 213, 278 for the Legionaries. Hastati, 24, 121, 7, 30, and 22. Pardon me. Wow. Oof. Almost died there. And then Jesus. The Vigilé is getting 41, 24, and 0. Woo. Pardon me, I need a drink of water. Jeez, I'm tearing up. Wow. Okay, so Iliadon is a tough map. It does not help when you leave your ballista wide out in the open to get shot. Obviously, it definitely behooves you to protect it with siege towers and hope that either A, Nervii can use his Gallic Hunters to take out the walled artillery, and then you can fire at the walls, obviously, or that you have siege towers with men on it that you can push up, and they end up wasting a lot of the ammo on that so that you can take away the siege towers that are protecting your ballista, and then you can fire at the walls. Iliadon is one of those maps where bringing a lot of cav is not necessarily the best idea, because again, that long stretch of wall 9 times out of 10 is where everyone attacks. All right, I mean, if you want to try and be different, you can go and attack somewhere else on the opposite side, but even still, it's the same thing on the opposite side. Long stretch of wall, and you never want to attack alone. So bringing so much cav, I mean, I think Arverni would have done better if instead of these 3 light horse, he had brought 3 more chosen swordsmen, or even 3 more Celtic warriors, or hell, even 1 more Oathsworn. Now, Epirus brought the right amount of cav. He only brought 1, and it ended up working out pretty well for him. Jeez, I think I almost lost my voice from coughing so much. I apologize for that, by the way. Um, it's also it's kind of a tough map to sally out of too. If you're trying to be sneaky, like how Parthia and Egypt was, because then you have such a long journey to get to the attacking force. There is that one gate that is to, if you're looking at it from the perspective of Arverni, Epirus, and Rome, to the left. But again, they're going to see you coming. Parthia was able to utilize the trees and the terrain to his advantage for the longest amount of time before anybody knew what the hell was going on. So, again, it's understandable why they went out that gate, because they wanted to stay hidden. They didn't want them to know. But it's just unfortunate because by the time that you get to the enemy, your cav is going to be not necessarily exhausted, but definitely tired or winded, and then they're not going to perform as well. All things considered, though, 133, 43 is not so great, but they do pretty good. They harassed the hell out of them, that's for sure. And the staggered sally out was nice, too. They got rid of the Sarmatian Lancers first, lulled them into his false sense of security, probably thought that they were fine, and then bam, Light Cav comes out of nowhere, starts harassing you. But that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did. It was definitely a good one. Some good moves by both parties. But with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.